Hi, here is the promised updated video that I'm doing on the skincare routine, the things that are working best for me now, my morning routine. And at the moment, all I did was I used my Clarisonic. I don't have a single thing on my skin, nothing. So you can see how much better my skin is anyway. My neck is not so good because I have not been vigilant about doing that lately, and I really have to get back to it, and I promise myself that I'm going to do that. But for now, let me get started on the things that I am using and that are working for me right at the moment. The very first thing that I'm going to do after my skin is clean is I don't want to tell you that this works for me because I don't know. This is the Volumogen that comes from the Dubrow collection. It says morning and night gently massage onto a clean face and neck with fingertips. A second application can be applied to areas of concern. Follow with a moisturizer, keeping away from the immediate eye area. So I will do that, though. The rest of the products that I tried from the Volumogen line, aside from this, which I love, the volumizing essence, I really love. Are you seeing that? Yeah, I really love that one. It's those are those pads, those infused pads. They really work well. I'm not going to do it today, but I really do like those. So that's something that I will continue. That's part of my spring and summer routine. It feels really cool on the face also. This one is a dropper. It's a little thick and a little it's not my favorite kind of consistency. I'm just taking a couple of drops of it and putting it in my face. Let me tell you what it feels like. It's not greasy. And again, this is kind of like what it's like. And let me do a little bit of this. I'm not sure exactly what the benefit of this is supposed to be. I'll give it a shot. And okay, I'll wait for a minute before I put my moisturizer on over that. Now, I also, come to think of it, I probably should have done this first. I'm using my Tatcha. This is the Luminous Deep Hydration Firming Cream, and I really like this one a lot. This one you just gently turn the bottle up and down. And you're supposed to use one bead of this that is the size of a pearl. I don't. I take separate little beads of it, and of course I haven't used it for a little while, so I got a little bit of a glop out of there. Okay. I use just a little bit on each cheek. I'm really happy with the way my skin feels. It really is responding well. So this is it. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this thing dry before I apply the next part of my skin routine. Altogether, it would total that one pearl-sized bead. Okay. The next step for me, while I'm waiting for this to dry, would be to use my neck cream, and there are a few that I use. This is one of them. Dr. Deness Skin Science Triple Strength Neck Wrinkle Smoother with exclusive pro-peptide factor and retinol. It's thick. It's something I don't always use. I alternate it with my Emasam neck and décolleté cream. And I just take a little bit of this and always upward when working on my neck. Okay. The next step, and I have missed this sorely, and I told you I've used other products, but for me there is no other product. I sound like a bloody commercial. This is my Emerson Aqua Intense Hyaluron Eye Cream. I love this thing. I really do. It's worked very well for me. Now this is with no benefit of makeup whatsoever. If you take a look at it, and don't look too close because I really have to tweeze, and I'm not going to do that now, so bear with me. But I just don't have lines. I really don't. And I did. And my eyelids are less flaccid. I mean, they were flaccid. It's been a little while since I used this. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of it. I may have to prime this because it's brand new. I do. I can hear it starting to reach the cap. There it goes. Okay, that is enough for 2 eyes. I will put a little bit here, and I will put the rest of it here, and I will then simply, gently go all around my eye with this. It feels soothing. It feels wonderful. And this is the girl who had the deep, deep luggage beneath my eye. Now I know that I got a request for what I do in terms of my vitamins or anything else I do for my, what will I call it? I don't want to call it health, since that comes into issue right at the moment, but to take care of the rest of me. And I must say, I truly believe there has been an enormous difference in my eye bags since I started taking my multivitamin. I take it religiously. I take it every single day. I take 2 of them. This is the one I do. I had used a different one before. And the interesting thing is, the reason I take this is a friend of mine, before I started using these, she had mentioned that her doctor told her to take a gummy vitamin. I had never had a gummy vitamin in my life, but I thought, let me try it, because she seemed to be really feeling much better and having more energy. And I said, well, let me give it a try. This particular one says it's 2,500 units of vitamin A, so it's only 50% of vitamin A. This is 2 gummies, and I have 2 a day. 30 milligrams of vitamin C. I take vitamin C separately in addition to this. 800 units of vitamin D, and that's 200% of the daily allowance, or the daily requirement perceived. And I sometimes, because my vitamin D level had been very low, I take a vitamin D supplement of 2,000 milligrams. I don't take it every day. I take it 3 times a week, approximately. Vitamin E, 30 units. That's 100%. Vitamin B6, 2 milligrams, and that's 100%. Folic acid, 400 micrograms, 100%. Vitamin B12, 9 micrograms is 150%. Calcium, 100 milligrams is 10%. 40 micrograms of iodine, that's 27%, and 2.5 of milligrams of zinc, and that's 17%. So clearly it's not giving me everything, but what it does give me makes a huge difference. So I'm going to keep doing it on that basis. It works for me. And once again, everybody is very different in terms of what works for them and what doesn't. Okay, now I had promised this. I'm down to the very end of my Peter Thomas Roth water drench, and I am actually needing to replace it, so I'm going to be doing that. I have a link to this and all the products below that I'm using in case you're interested in them. And this, as you can see, I'm down to the very dregs of it. But you wanted to see how lightweight it was? Here you go. This is what it looks like. I mean, it's like feather light. And when it goes in, It feels literally like it's melting into my skin. Nothing greasy about it. I love it. I just love it. I think I've never used anything that felt quite like this before at all. And I just feel as if, once again, it's this tiny little bit, this very, very lightweight, featherweight, and I just rub it in. It goes right into the skin. It really feels like your skin is drinking it in. Now, I have to tell you, today it feels a tiny bit different going into my skin than it does typically, but I've never used this Volumogen before. That's the only thing that's different, and I think that's what's affecting it. But it's really wonderful. My skin really feels very soft. It does. It doesn't feel, the age of my skin does not, it doesn't reflect the age of my skin, I believe. At least it feels that way to me. Daytime. Once everything is on, my neck cream is on, my face serums and creams are on. At that point, I go to my Clarins, and that is the Beauty Flash Balm. And I know that they were out of it on one of my links, so I put in another link for you. And I'm sure that's, I shouldn't say I'm sure of anything, because they keep taking all my favorite products and just discontinuing them. Okay, so I'm going to take the Clarins, and I'm going to put a little bit of it, and I never take a lot at a time, just a little bit. I put it between my fingers, and first place I go is on my neck. They tell you not to rub it in. I just pat it in, and I love the smell of it too. It's a very pleasant scent. It's not overpowering. I'm taking just a tiny bit more, and that I will do right under here, and again patting it in and bringing it up into this area. Okay. I use it. It has absolutely filled the hollows in my cheeks. They are no more. As in poo poo poo. They really are no more. I do it a little bit in my lines. And then I'm going to take one more little dab of it, tiny little dab, and I'm going to do it my 11s. Okay, and I'm going to take the balance of it and just give it a little bit more here, because it really makes a difference. Okay, so that in essence is my daytime skin care routine at this moment in time. Does it change from time to time? Sure it does. But at the moment, this is what I'm using, and I'm really happy with it, save for that Volumogen, and that was just to try. So I will certainly keep you updated on that. I'm going to put my makeup on now. You've seen me done that. You've seen me do that enough times that I don't have to bore you to tears with that again. I'm going to put it on now. I'll come back with the final look, and then you'll get to see my hair actually. I got it cut yesterday, finally. Long story, embarrassing, and she wound up saying to me twice, once when I came in and once when I left, now make sure you come back before a year this time. It was a year. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, back, all done. This is the haircut, and it is the simple bob that I've been getting for years and years. This was the old Victoria Beckham look that kind of worked well for me. When I suggested to her that maybe I'd want to do something different this time, she told me maybe we should stick to the same haircut because my hair is so baby fine and so soft that it would look as if it had a little more volume this way than with many other haircuts. So I listened, and here it is, and it will be just fine. Wanted to quickly tell you I did forget to do something, and I had promised to do this. So the fortunate thing about this product, This is the Invisible Fill BB makeup, and I promise to show how to use this. This can be used under makeup or it can be used over makeup. You take a tiny little bit of it, just a tiny little bit, and wherever there is a little crevice, a little imperfection in your skin, it's so velvety. It feels wonderful. Do you see it on this side? I haven't done this side yet. And again, it's that tiny little bit. Those marionette lines, I'm telling you, I feel like any day now, Howdy Doody has come home to roost. Quick on the makeup today. I did and I'm running low on it, and I really have to replace it, but I will get it from Sephora. I might as well get it with the 15% off. And that's my Laura Mercier. I love that. It's my tinted moisturizer, oil-free. It has broad spectrum SPF of 20, and it's lightweight, flawless coverage. I use that. And then over that, I put just a tiny bit of the Physicians Formula just to kind of give me a really pretty skin tone. I really love the two of them together. And the eye makeup, I find myself more astounded every single time I use it. Whoa. This thing from that train case. Today I did the greens only because I've never used them before. And I like it. I did my Ciate of London mascara. Mascara looks good. I didn't even curl my lashes because I forgot to. I did that Mironess lipstick again, the one that is... I should be better prepared. This is the Mironess, what do they call it? Oh Lord, I can't read that. Look at the size of that print. Yikes. Teeny tiny. It is, the color I guess is called Empire, number 6. I don't have a clue. Something lip bar. It's the two-tone. I told you, it pulls down the stupidest delivery system. Gives you the 2 colors in one. I do that. And then just for a little more on the gradient, tiny little more, I just did a little bit of my Holy Grail. Just right here in the middle. And that's the entire look for today. So that's it, my friends, and I will see you coming back soon to do the wig one and to do the other ones that I promised you. So have a great day. It's late in the afternoon at this point here. I've had a number of phone calls and dealing with a lot of other issues today, and I will see you soon. Take care.